Okay, this is how you assemble the Arp9 mag lower for the Scorpion Evo. I'm gonna start out with the BB tube, because when you print it in the mag wall there's no BB tube, well, no tube for the BBs to feed through. When you insert it, there's going to be arrows on the piece, on the actual tube piece. Those have to point forward to line up properly. When you take M3 screws, in your case, like in my case, because it's an older version, these are going to be a bit longer. In your case, these are going to be M3 by 20mm screws. You're going to need 2 of those, and then go inside the mag well and drop that screw in. It's actually quite difficult to do this on camera. There we go. Drop that in. It should essentially just fall through. Make sure you hold it in place while you flip lower around, and then on the upper side you will see it stick through. There you will need an M3 nut. I'm actually going to switch to the pincers. There you go. And you need to drop it on top of the bolt. What I do is I tend to try push the nut. It's difficult to see on camera. Push the nut down, turn the screw counterclockwise until the nut lines up correctly. It might take a few turns. Come on. Do you get it? I got it. Okay. Then, once it lines up correctly, just turn it until it's tight. Then, repeat that with the second screw on the other side. Again, should just push through without any issues. It's not a problem if it doesn't, as long as you can get it all screwed in properly. That should not be a problem. Right now it's... Come on. Did I screw this? There we go. Make sure that the nut is sitting correctly. When screwed in, essentially one of the flat sides should be pointing outwards. It might twist a bit when tightening down the screws. That is okay. It's just important that it actually sits in the indents here, so that's not in the way of anything. Then, for the mag release, there's 2 versions. I am just using a regular one. I've also made one that is about 1mm thicker here. If you're using PETG, it might be too flexible to properly lock in. If you're using PLA, should be fine. I use PETG. I didn't need the reinforced mag well I made, or the reinforced mag release. I made one anyway. Take a regular ballpoint pen spring, put it in here. I had to cut mine, but that's because I ordered a bulk and they were pretty strong. You might not have to cut yours. Then on the mag release, there's a hole for the ballpoint pen spring to go. Press that together. And then while holding that in, you take the screw, put it on the inside. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Go on. There we go. Put it on the inside. There's a hole right here. It's an M3 by 30 screw. There we go. And then you just need to screw that in. My screw is modified a bit because it's from an earlier version where I had to melt it in a bit. but a regular should work. There we go. That's now screwed in all the way. And the mag release, let me switch this over to the other hand, should now work. Same with like short mags. There we go.